Alright, now let's move to the next topic, which is business models for mobile applications. This one is very important for us because it changes how we look at mobile apps and help us better test them from the business point of view. But before going forward, can you guess how much money was spent by end users on mobile apps the previous year? I'll give you some options. 400 millions, 1 billion, $15 billion. Have you guessed? In fact, the true number is none of these choices. It's way higher, $180 billion. This incredible figure includes expenditures on app purchases, in-app purchases, and app subscriptions across different platforms. So you can see we are talking serious money here. However, this amount of spending is very expected looking at the market size of mobile applications and the ease of use when it comes to payment method these days. In fact, most mobile applications are created with profit in mind. So it's a must for all stakeholders, including testers of course, to understand the different models of monetizing mobile applications. So in general, and when it comes to business models, we can classify mobile apps into 5 distinct categories: free and enterprise apps, premium apps, advertisement-based apps, transaction-based apps, and finally, fee-based apps. So, starting with free mobile apps, and as simple as it sounds, are just free. They are public and can be used by any user. However, if the usage of the app is restricted within an organization, it's called an enterprise app. These two models of apps, I mean free and enterprise, do not require the user to pay any type of fees to be able to download them. Plus, they can be used without any charges or subscriptions, and these apps do not show any ads at all. So, we can say that these apps do not drive profit, at least directly. Examples of free applications can be governmental apps. Think of any official service like driving license renewal. All you need to do is download the app, upload your medical report, accept the terms and conditions, and have your driving license renewed. Another example of free apps is the service apps, such as banking applications. Nowadays, almost every bank in the world provides you with a free mobile app to use once you open an account. You can perform all basic tasks through the app, such as checking your balance, adding funds to your account, transfers, and paying bills. Another example of free apps could be e-commerce apps. They do not charge you for downloading or using the app, and you can browse the products, read reviews, compare prices, and much more for free. You are requested to pay only when you buy an item, and sometimes you even do not need to pay through the app, for instance, when using cash on delivery. Free apps can also be seen as a result of individual efforts of some developers. You see, many fresh developers want to showcase their skills, and the best way to do this is by making a mobile app and letting others use it for free. Then they can brag about their app on their GitHub or LinkedIn accounts. Alright, so you can see that there is no direct income or profit can be generated from these apps. This is true for the most part. The end user can enjoy the app with no fees or ad interruptions. However, if you look deeper, you can see that these apps serve a purpose that will benefit the entity that created the app. For instance, governmental apps allow these entities to provide services without you physically visiting them, hence reducing the number of required employees, which in turn would reduce costs. The same can be applied to service apps like banking apps. Also, e-commerce apps achieve a tremendous amount of revenue just by allowing users to browse their app for free, and eventually they will buy from them, and these apps will take commission from the seller. So I think you get the point here. Now, if we shift our focus to enterprise apps, you'll find many examples of applications that are used exclusively by organizations' employees. Clock in, clock out apps, self services apps, and internal communication apps are all examples of enterprise applications. The purpose of these apps is to facilitate organizational operation between the employees and hence saving a lot of time and money. Alright, let's now take a look at freemium apps. As the naming obviously came from the words free and premium, this means that some of the app's functionalities are free to use. However, to grant access to more features, the user will have to pay a fee or a subscription. This model is a very brilliant one as it allows the users to try the app and see whether they are going to like it or not. And if they do like it, there is a high possibility they will go premium. As for examples, you can think of some mobile video editing apps. Some of them may allow you to export videos with 720p maximum resolution or with a watermark if you are on a free plan. And to access 4K resolution with no mark, you would pay a fixed fee. Another example of freemium apps is some video streaming applications and services. You can download the app and access it with no payment required. You can even watch some old TV releases for free, but to access more recent and premium content, you'll have to pay something like a fixed monthly subscription. Next, let's take a look at the advertisement-based model of mobile applications. This model is straightforward. The app is completely free to use, but ads will show from time to time. These ads can be in full screen, forcing the user to watch them, and the user can skip ads after a few seconds, or the ads can be displayed as small banner, maybe at the bottom of the screen. These ads will monetize the app whenever displayed or clicked by the user. Another mobile app model would be the transaction-based one. In this model, the app is free to download and you can browse the app normally. However, the app would charge you when you perform certain operations. This charge can be a percentage or a fixed fee. Think of wallet apps as an example of transaction-based applications. These apps allow you to open an account for free and receive money with no commission. But when making withdrawals, whether using credit cards or bank transfers, they will take a certain percentage as a fee. Another example of transaction-based apps is stock trading mobile applications. They allow you to download the app for free, open an account for free, and deposit money also for free, but will take a commission or a certain fee on each buy or sell operation. If you're not familiar with these stock trading apps, I think cab booking apps like Uber, Grab, or Didi should be. These apps adds a fee to your invoice for every ride you take, and this is how these kind of apps get monetized. The last business model for mobile apps is called fee-based apps. Apps belonging to the fee-based model require users to pay in order to be able to download the app in the first place. Users are usually very careful when it comes to paying for something they do not know. So the application must be well known and offer high reputation features in order for users to buy it. So you can see this app, which is called Guitar Pro, that requires users to pay 5.49 just to allow them to download the application. You must be very careful with this model, as any decent free or ads-based alternative will probably cause your app not to do well when it comes to sales. So these were the most recognized models. Try to understand the concept behind them and also understand what are the advantages and the risks associated with each of them. A great exercise to try after finishing this lecture is to browse through the apps on your smartphone and identify which ones are free, which are freemium, and so on. But before we wrap things up, there are several questions that should be answered. The first one is the in-app purchases that we often see in some apps. Are they a business model themselves? The answer to this question is no. In-app purchases are not a business model, but these purchases allow you to enjoy unlocking a specific feature in the app, and I think an example would be great here. So, as far as I can remember, the game Subway Surfers is an advertisement-based app that displays some ads to users from time to time. However, you can use in-app purchases to buy coins and keys, which can be used to get extra lives, character outfits, and other in-game items. So, in-app purchases are a monetization strategy that can be used with some freemium or ads-based applications in order to maximize revenue. The second thing we want to talk about is what to consider when choosing a business model. In fact, a lot. We can say that monetization goals, development costs, and market analytics data are the most important to consider. The first two factors are straightforward: how much this app will cost, and from where we will drive the funds to cover this cost. But as for market analytics data, this is another story. You see, when analyzing and studying these market data, we can understand a lot about the target audience and their economic level, the market competition, and any existing alternatives. So we must consider all of these factors in order to maximize the success rate of our app. So remember this app, Guitar Pro, and how this app is a fee-based mobile application that requires users to pay before they can download it. Now look at the rating of this app. Users look like they are not satisfied with it at all. So users usually become more critical when they pay money, and I believe this app has promised users a great user experience and great features, but it failed to deliver one of them, or in worst case scenarios, both. Now, the same concept must be applied to any business model we intend to use in our app. Imagine a banking app that displays ads to its users. Totally disastrous. Or a freemium app that has numerous free or ads-based competitors. This takes us to the next question. Who decides on which business model the app is going to adopt? In fact, money talks loudly here. The client or the entity funding the app has the upper hand when choosing the business model. However, it's a very long process involving discussions and negotiations between the client, the product manager, the marketing team, business analysts, technical leads, I think UI and UX designers, and everyone shares his business and technical point of view, and discussions take place until they reach an agreement. Now, what's your role as a mobile software tester when it comes to business models? Well, for the most part, you are responsible for ensuring the proper implementation of the selected business model and ensuring that the model won't affect the user experience negatively. For instance, when it comes to free and enterprise apps, you should verify that the mobile app does not show any ads to the users at any stage and does not require users to pay, buy, or subscribe to any additional feature or service. For freemium apps, a tester must verify that the free part of the app is actually free and can be used normally. Also, he must ensure that the premium part of the app is not accessible to users on a free plan and there is no exploit or a workaround to activate these premium features without paying. Additionally, a tester should check the activation of premium features directly after buying a premium plan, and that the user can access these features after quitting the app or even after uninstalling and reinstalling the mobile application. For advertisement based apps, the process is straightforward. Ensure the ads show up and also ensure the ads are user friendly. For example, the ads should not be shown with very short intervals between them so that the user is almost watching ads and not using the application. Additionally, the ads should not be displayed for a very long time and a skip button should be available to click after a few seconds. Furthermore, ads displayed as banners should not cover important content on the screen or block any buttons. As for apps following the transaction-based model, the tester should verify that the app allows users to browse the app with no restrictions for the most part, but request the correct fee when the user tries to perform a paid transaction. The tester must verify that the user is notified about the fee and that the accurate amount or percentage of the transaction fee is applied. Lastly, for fee-based apps, the software tester should verify that the app can be downloaded from the App Store only if the users pay a fee. Also, the tester should verify that if the user uninstalls the app and then reinstall it, he can re-download the app with no additional fees required. Alright, that was a very long one, but I think we have learned a lot about business models for mobile applications, a very important aspect when it comes to mobile world. Make sure you always understand the business model of the app you are testing and remember to verify that the model is applied correctly and that the user experience is not negatively affected, or users may hate your mobile application and probably uninstall it as a result. Take care and I'll see you on the next one.